A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. These high, steep stands at Signal Iduna Park really do create an intimidating environment for every visiting side. We are just getting started. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Cherki, while facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. De Rossi. Now Raphael Varane. Oh, he's been caught on it here! He has found the way through. Vieri! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Nicely aimed pass. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And it's Pirlo. And this is Del Piero. Petit. Cherki. That's a cute ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Nesta is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. France still without a single shot on target. And the pass is intercepted. Mbappe, can he get on the end of this? Well, the less said about that pass, the better.
Italy really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Tanucci gets into a good position. Desailly getting this one clear. Here comes the cross. Oh, he's seen that early. He used a certain sixth sense. Pirlo can see things, others simply... And Zola! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Silvestre. And it's Tchouaméni. Griezmann. Dembele. Tanucci spots it and intercepts. Zola. What's going wide left? Now Mbappe. And they are prompt with their pressing. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Del Piero has it out wide and in space. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Mbappe. Played out towards the right wing. There's the delivery. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Italy are looking to break at pace. Tanucci. Vieri. Pirlo is always scanning the pitch for targets. Del Piero! He doesn't look too happy with that.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Ambitious ball here. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's onside! And here's Vieri. This is Del Piero. Oh, that's a fine interception. Thuram plays it all the way forward. Pirlo. Now Panucci. This is a promising build-up. That has been slung wide. Passes short and sharp. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Cherki. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable.
Substitution.
And here is the first touch of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Goes for a shot! Well, he's had a decent crack at it.
Just couldn't quite control it. Nothing wrong with the height and the contact. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan
Totti.
here.
And the shot! It's in!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas.
Real chance! It's hit the upright.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well read, nice interception. Cherki. And it's Varane. And here's Dembele. Oh, there's a probing ball. Wriggles his way through. France still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Played into space out wide. Panucci wants to run onto this. That's a decent clearance.
The attendance for this match was 62,000.
That's been won straight back. Panucci played towards the other side.
Well spotted.
Totti. He's having a hit! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Totti certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Italy appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Tries to play it through, and he shoots! Shot a goal! And there's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Italy are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off their shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Dembele needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Defending was strong and firm. Tanucci. So what can they make of this? He's picked his way through. Tanucci. This ended up in no man's land.
Substitution for France. Number 7.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 15, Ryan Cherki. Number 10, Mbappe. Coming on the field.
Tries to pass it
Number
through.
20,
Oh, good take in a good area.
Number 14, number 24. Here's Ray doing. Substitution in progress.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Short changes him with that pass. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Totti. Totti charging forward, the ball at his feet. That'll be a throw. Totti. There's the shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Italy find a position of real strength now.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Nice looking ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Petit. Chouameni. And it's Kone. Pirlo. Now it's Totti. And it's Zambrotta. Driving
There will be
forward.
3 minutes added time.
It's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Petit. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Vieri might just make this. Totti with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Vieri. And this is Vieri. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Petit clears it away. And that's that. France cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
Those of you making their way home on public transportation
So there it
today,
is.
please
What
watch the
struck you
screen
most
for
about
train
that?
departure
Yeah,
times
well,
from
I've been
all
on the
major
losing side in
stations.
games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down,